I'm turning 24 next month, and these are 23 things that I wish I knew earlier in life. Number one, your parents don't know everything. Remember that this is their first time living life as well. This is their first time navigating and going through life as well. So cut them some slack. Your parents aren't always right. They don't know all the answers. They don't have all the knowledge in the world. They're figuring life out just like you are right now. They're just on a different timeline. 2, your quality of life is dictated by the view and perspective you have on things. Your views and perspective on things affect the way you live your life, affects your thinking, affects the decisions that you make. If you view life as scary and dangerous, you're always gonna feel anxious, nervous, and be so cautious in life. But if you view life in a more beautiful and fun way, like your perspective will be more colorful, you'll feel more happy, more joyful, more fulfilling, like your life is full of meaning. No matter what reality is, your perspective can change how you feel, can change your circumstances in any situation. Number 3, practicing patience and gratitude. Practicing these virtues has really helped me start living life on a more positive lens, in a more positive outlook. Enjoying the little things in life and acknowledging all the things that we take for granted on a daily basis. Understanding that happiness isn't external, but is actually internal. That happiness is not something that we chase, but it's something that we feel. It's whatever we want to define happiness as. And understanding that the circumstances that you're in right now will change and will always change as you continue through this journey of life. Number 4, learning to be present. This one was a tough one for me, and it was only until last year that I've really learned how to be present, how to be more present in my life. Embracing the moment, there is beauty in the present. There is beauty in this second, this moment, because this is a time that we can never get back. The past is the past. There's nothing we can do about it. It's already happened. We can't go back and change it. The future is yet to come. So let's stop worrying. Let's stop stressing about things that we can't control and start focusing and controlling and being present and really enjoying this moment, because this is a moment that too will pass and you won't get it back. So let's spend it wisely and let's try to enjoy the best of what we have right now. Number 5, people come and go, and not everyone is going to like you. We all grew up differently with different backgrounds, different stories, different beliefs in ourselves and what we perceive the world and other people to be. There are people who are going to value the same things that you value, and there are people who are going to disagree and not value what you value. And it's okay to disagree. It's okay to not be on the same page as someone. Understand that people are not going to agree with you. Everyone will see things in a different lens. And it's okay to not understand someone else's decision or thinking. It's okay to be misunderstood. Not everyone is going to click with you. Not everyone is going to be your friend. And not everyone that is your friend right now will stay your friend, because people change over time as well. Number 6, learning how to accept and forgive ourselves and other people. Forgiveness is not about trying to fix or make up for the wrong that someone has done to you, but accepting the fact that what has happened has already occurred and there's nothing you can do about it. And the only thing you can do is accept the fact that it did happen and learn to not only forgive other people, but forgive yourself as well. Forgiveness isn't about the other person. It's not about them. Forgiveness is about you. Number 7, understanding the importance of building and maintaining meaningful relationships. Beware of who you surround yourself with, who you let inside your inner circle, because those people really have a big impact on who you become. I'd rather have 10 real friends than over 100 or 1,000 different acquaintances or fake friends. Because those people, those 10 people in my inner circle, I know truly care for me. I know that they're really there for me. We have a different level of connection. Meaningful relationships have a different level of comfort. There's a different feeling when you know that this person is really there for you and that this person really cares for you. There's a different kind of comfort that comes with that. And that you know you can talk to them about anything without judgment, without shame, because they're there for you and they're looking out for you. In my opinion, I think meaningful relationships is the cure to being lonely. You have people who are there for you. You have people you can call and talk to when you feel down, when you need time to actually express yourself. You have people who are there for you. Understanding that relationships also need to be maintained too. Think of it as like an investment as well. You have to invest, you have to put in your time and energy to build and maintain a relationship as well. And this goes for both parties. This goes for both sides. So don't ignore that fact as well. Number 8, be more bold in life. Take more risks, take more chances. No one has ever lived a fulfilling life playing it safe. If you really think back and reflect on your life, the best moments happen after you made those uncertain decisions, the unknown outcome, the late night struggles, the grind, the suffering, the thought and constant reminder that you don't know if this is all gonna work out in the end. But in the end, it does. Would you rather go on a roller coaster with all the ups and downs, twists and turns along the journey, along the ride, or just go on a roller coaster that just stayed flat the whole time? If you knew the outcome for everything that was gonna happen in life, would that really be a fulfilling life? Would that really be an exciting life that you would want to live? Number 9, health over money any day. Without health, money means nothing. Without health, money means nothing. Don't make the mistake of chasing money all your life only to end up using that money to fix your health at the end of the day. You know, money is important. Money is crucial. Money is essential in our lives, but it shouldn't be the most important things in our lives. When you are healthy, you have 1,000 problems. You have infinite problems. But when you're sick, you only have one problem. Number 10, celebrating the little wins. This is something that I personally struggle really hard with, is celebrating myself along the journey. You know, it's okay to grind, it's okay to hustle, but don't be too hard on yourself. Enjoy the little things, enjoy the little steps, enjoy the little checkpoints along the journey, and celebrate how far you've come. It's the celebratory moments that we do give ourselves along the journey, along the path, along the struggle, that resets and refuels our ambition, our drive, and motivation to keep going, to keep grinding, to keep going where we need to go. And they serve as a checkpoint to the end goal you are working towards. Number 11, understand that it's okay to take rest days. It's okay to have time and periods of rest, that it's not constantly always go, go, go. Protect your peace, protect your sanity. I think a lot of people forget that aspect as well. You know, we're so deep into this hustle culture. Always, we need to be protected. We need to be doing something 24/7. But sometimes we neglect our own time with ourselves to really relax, to really enjoy ourselves so we can feel good again, so we can refuel ourselves again. You know, there are moments in your journey where you do have to take a step back. You do have to relax a bit. Give yourself time to reflect and recollect yourself. Don't burn yourself out too quickly. Don't burn yourself out too quickly. Life is not always on go mode. You know, we play life on the long scale, on the long game. So learn to take rest so you can refuel yourself to keep going, to keep running that mile, to keep running that marathon. Because life is like a marathon. It's not a sprint. Learn to reset yourself and keep going. Number 12, understanding that it's not the destination that makes it worth it. It's the journey along the way, the process, and the purpose that gives it all meaning. There's beauty in the process. Learn how to make the journey fun and enjoyable for yourself. Because at the end of the day, if you learn how to do that, then you can stick with it. Then it doesn't feel like a hassle. Learn how to embrace every moment along the journey, the highs, the lows, the ups, the downs, every single step of the way. Because at the end of the day, what makes a good story isn't just the beginning or the ending, but it's the in-between. It's the growth, it's the struggle, it's the hardships, it's the overcoming and growing in those moments of pain. The emotions that we feel along the journey, the people that we meet through this path, that makes a great story. That makes the ending worth it. Number 13, constantly and relentlessly keep learning, especially after traditional schooling. There is so much to learn in life that school simply does not teach you. Don't get complacent. Don't think you know it all, because just because you graduated, just because you have a certain level of degree or diploma or status or title, that life, you know everything. That's arrogant to think you know everything. Understand that life is always changing. Don't get too complacent. Don't get complacent and think that you know it all, because life is always changing and there's always things that you don't know. And if you think you know everything, that's just a sign that you don't know what you don't know yet. After traditional schooling and getting a job, you know, the typical 9 to 5, don't become a zombie. Don't live that 9 to 5 cycle of just living on autopilot every single day. You know, looking forward to just coming home, relaxing, sleeping, and repeat the next day the same thing as you did yesterday for what? 10, 20, 30, 40 years until you retire. Don't be that person. Don't live life on autopilot. You have to understand and realize that there is so much things that we can be learning. There are so much things that we don't know that will unfortunately will take us more than our lifetime to understand, to learn everything. Never let that time period of schooling be the peak of your life, the peak of your development, the peak of your creativity, the peak of your vision, because life starts right after you graduate. That's when the real life, that's when the real test begins. Go out, try things, Fail, because failing is life's tuition. Number 14, mastering emotional intelligence. One thing I wish they taught in school early on was learning how to understand and handle your emotions. We are taught how we should think, act, and feel based upon our family traditions, our background, how we grew up, the social norms, the schooling systems, punishment and reward system. They never taught us how to feel and regulate our emotions, but it's so important that we learn how to understand our emotions and really take in and feel them so we can use them to better our lives. For example, learning how to manage our anger, what to do when we feel sad or alone, not acting on impulses, understanding that it's actually okay and healthy to feel our emotions, to feel what we are feeling, and to embrace it, and to learn how to express it. Because bottling it up, hiding it up all inside for long periods of time can lead to complexities, could lead to disorders that may affect you future on in your life, that may affect the way how you think, act, and feel, and interact with people on a daily basis that you don't even realize. Number 15, learning communication skills and understanding human psychology. I want to shout out Vanessa Van Edward, Dale Carnegie, and Vin Gang for teaching me so much about communication and human psychology. The way we communicate is so important because it can be the difference between making a friend or not, understanding that person's perspective or not, closing that deal or not, creating friends or enemies. Understanding that communication isn't just about what you say, the words that come out of your mouth, but it's more so what you're not saying without your words. There's a stat where roughly, I think, 2/3 of communication doesn't come from speaking, but majority comes from the nonverbal communication cues that we're given off. For example, our body language, our gestures, eye contact, how are we moving, how are we shifting? Am I looking at you, am I looking away? The way that we speak, our tone, the speed that we speak. And understanding human psychology to put ourselves in that other person's shoes so we can understand how they feel. So we know what they're thinking and what we could say to help them or make them understand us. Understanding communication and learning how to use it is crucial to building relationships. There is so much happening in the subconscious level that we don't even realize in our day-to-day interactions that affect the way that we communicate. Number 16, understanding what the spotlight effect is. The spotlight effect is essentially you think there's always a spotlight on you. People are always watching you. People are always looking at you. When in reality, people could care less about you. People don't care as much as you think about you. Their main priority, their main focus is about themselves, not on what you think, what you want, what you're eating, what you're dressed, what you're doing. Their main priority is about themselves. Understand that you're the main character of your life, but you are the side character of someone else's life. And that goes the same for the other person. That goes for the same for the other 8 billion people in the world. That you are the main character for you, but you are the side character for someone else. People's attention span are short. They're very short, especially nowadays in this society. People's attention spans are like that. People see things and forget things right away. It goes through one ear and out the other. People will forget as quickly as they just consumed. So it's okay if you mess up. It's okay if you did something embarrassing, because most likely or not, in that moment, people won't even remember it 2 hours later, the next day. And to really understand and realize that not everyone looking at you is actually looking at you. Number 17, dream big and protect your inner child along the way. Your inner child is the rawest and purest form of you. It is your raw thoughts, your raw emotions. Don't lose it to a world that's always trying to take, and spewing out negativity, pessimism. Never let that creativity and imagination of your younger self be drowned out by the pessimism of the world. Too many times have I seen older people, people older than me, or younger people even, lose that creativity, lose that imagination, that vision, their ability to just create and imagine and think due to the circumstances that has happened in their life, or due to their current circumstances, or the thoughts and doubts and opinions of other people. For example, the will to keep going when times get tough. The reason to live sometimes. Feeling like their life is meaningless, that whatever they do doesn't matter, that they're worthless, that their small impact, their small presence won't make a difference in someone else's life, that they'll never make a difference and achieve what they set out to do, that every day is just another struggle to cling on to what? We live in a society where there are so many countless zombies walking beside us. those who lost their hope, those with no ambition, no dreams, no goals, just living life on autopilot, like I said before, because of the past and the reality that they've created in their head. Number 18, learn to be authentically yourself. Tap into who you really are, what you like to do, who you are, your interests, your dreams and ambitions. Don't worry about what other people will think or if they will like you because you are doing your thing, because you like a certain thing, because you listen to a type of music. The right people will gravitate towards you in alignment to your interests, hobbies, your values, your dreams, aspirations, whatever. And the people who don't align with you, they get weeded out. If you spend a life trying to fake it, you'll never be happy. Spend the limited time that you have on this earth figuring yourself out and how to be and live for yourself. Number 19, be kind to others always. You never know what people are going through in their life. Maybe this person just got divorced. Maybe this person just went bankrupt. They lost their house. They lost their business. Maybe this person just lost someone so dear to them. You will never know what the other person is going through. So try to be kind. Always try to be kind. Because you don't know that one small gesture, maybe you even saying hi or thank you or even starting a conversation with this person can make that person's day. That could save that person's life. I encourage you to spread love. Be that role model. Be that person you wish others would be for you. Number 20, believe in yourself. Everything starts with belief. If you think you can, you will. If you think you can't, you are also right. You have to believe in yourself even if no one believes in you. Even if you are alone, even if you're in a crowd of naysayers, you have to believe in yourself regardless of the pessimism, regardless of the opinions, regardless of the judgment of other people. Destroy your limiting beliefs because those are only holding you back. The opinions and judgment of other people are only true if you acknowledge that they're true. Believe in your words, believe in what you believe in what you think is true about yourself. Because at the end of the day, you are your biggest cheerleader. You have to be there for yourself even if no one is around. You have to want it more badly than your mom, your parents, your siblings, your cousins, your friends, your significant other wants it for you. The number one thing to get anything in life starts from within. It starts from the belief in yourself that you can do it, that you can achieve what you set out to do. 21, develop confidence. This ties in really well with believing in yourself. Understand that confidence isn't something that you're born with. It isn't something that you just pick up. Confidence comes from preparation. Confidence comes from belief in yourself. Confidence comes from keeping the promises that you make to yourself so you know that you are a man of your word, that you know you can get things done when times get tough, that you are worthy of whatever you want to achieve because you know that you will show up, that you will do what you say. Confidence doesn't come naturally. It's something that you develop over time and practice. And it's something that you are constantly practicing. Take the lead and follow through on your words. Take action in accordance to what you said. People can easily see through those who have fake confidence versus those who have real confidence. Number 22, learn to love yourself. We all make mistakes. We all have a past. We all did things that we aren't proud of or regret. But the most important takeaway is accepting the fact that it did happen and learning from it and growing from those mistakes, growing from your past and letting go of any animosity or hatred or resentment towards yourself or other people because of what has happened. We need to learn how to accept and forgive ourselves for our mistakes and our flaws because at the end of the day, we are only human. We sin. We make mistakes. We're not perfect. And understand that you are stuck with yourself for the rest of your life. So be kind to yourself. The trauma and the baggage that you carry, that you have developed when you grew up, shape who you are today. And it's okay to act a certain way. It's okay to carry those things, those traumas, those traits, because they make who you are. But also understanding and discovering, having that self-awareness to realize that we have these baggages, these traumas, and that we can start to fix it and grow towards someone better, grow towards someone who we want to be. And number 23, understanding that it's okay to not have everything figured out. Life is a continuous journey. You will never always have everything planned out. You will never always know what's going to happen. Understand that life is a continuous journey. There are going to be so many more obstacles, challenges, new adventures, people you're going to meet, new thinking that you're going to develop that you simply wouldn't have planned for. I'll give an analogy. Just like a rocket, when it goes into space and orbits, understand that it's always constantly adjusting. It's always constantly changing or moving in a certain direction, because life is not just a straight curve, a straight line, but it's always the ups, downs, that eventually take you towards that path, that takes you towards that end goal, that destination. But no journey, no life is just a straight line. There's always ups, there's always down, and you have to learn to be adjustable and adapt. You'll have these plans, you'll make a map, you'll follow through on it, and you'll fall off. You'll derail, but it's okay. Just learn how to quickly hop back on the track. And this point navigates all the way back to the first point, which is understanding that this is everyone's first time navigating life. This is our first time experiencing life. So cut yourself some slack. You don't have to know everything. Your life doesn't need to look like someone else's. You live your life. You are a different person. You have a different journey. You have a different goal. You have a different path that is set out for you. So live your life in accordance to your pace, what you want to do. Be the creator of your life. Design how you want to live. Don't let the thoughts, opinions, the lifestyle of other people dictate how you should feel, how you should act, how you should live. This is a point more towards myself, but understanding that your 20s are meant for experimenting. Your 20s are meant for you to mess up, try new things, expand your vision, go for things, take that risk, be bold. No one said you had to have life figured out by a certain age, have this amount of money by this, have a family by this, buy a house by this, etc., retire by this age. We're just trying to follow social norms. We're just trying to follow what's popular. But understand that you don't have to go that route. And it's okay if you get married late. It's okay if you don't have money right now. It's okay if you have children later down in life. It's your life. You choose your pace. You decide how fast and how slow you want to go. My perspective on life is through an analogy of a book. What type of story am I writing? What type of story am I reading? To myself, to my kids, and to other people. Is this a story worthy of being shared? Would I be proud of the story that I wrote? So think to yourself, what story do you want to write? What story do you want to write? What story do you want to share to other people that you can look back on and say with confidence that this story is about me? This is my journey, and I'm proud to share it. I'm proud to let you guys read what I've done with my life. And that story, that book, that genre is totally dependent on you. However you want to create it. In this very moment, right now, your story is being written word by word, sentence by sentence, paragraph by paragraph, chapter by chapter, arc by arc. You decide on how you want to write your story. Do you want to write a happy story, a sad story, a love story, or write a comeback story? The choice is up to you. You decide your history. And with that, my friends, those are 23 things I wish I learned early in life before turning 24 next month that I just wanted to share with you. And if any of these points has resonated with you, it would mean a lot if you would like the video and subscribe. Or if you would like me to expand further on a certain point, I can make a whole video about that too as well. Just let me know in the comments below. Other than that, my friends, that is all I have for you for today. It got dark outside. This video was a long recording, but anyways, that's all I have to say. I believe in you, even if you don't believe in yourself, and take care.